Welcome back.
2.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Leader Podcast. You got your new cup.
I got my blessing.
I also love that you won't have to wash that cup as long as you're drinking out of it like that.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I don't typically drink coffee like this. It's like a multiple coffee day kind of day.
It is.
If you know what I'm saying.
I do know exactly what you're saying.
So here's one of the things we're going to do.
Okay.
We are going to give away. We're in the middle of spring break hangs, and so we went to Mad Mike's and Mike, I believe, or Mad. I'm not sure.
No, it's Psycho Phil. It's probably Psycho Phil.
Okay.
There's
cool.
Mad Mike and there's Psycho Phil. I'm not making a joke. That's a true thing.
I have no idea. I'm just trusting you.
Yeah, it was Psycho Phil.
You weren't there, but
I didn't need to be, but I know.
I trust. He gave us some free ice cream scoops. So because we ordered so many, he punched through a bunch of cards. Okay. And so he filled it up to the point that all you gotta do is bring this in to get your free scoop.
All right.
So whoever wins this is gonna get
free Mad
scoop of
Mike's.
ice cream.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Great. Love it.
And
also
then
love the impact to the budget, which was 0.
I got you.
Thanks.
So now we can buy Bluetooth printers, right? And then we're going to give that same person a shout out.
Okay.
Off the top of our heads.
Okay.
No prep.
Okay.
Genuinely
Who all's in the
random.
Queue? Who all's in the queue?
I'm glad you asked. So we have our March leader meeting coming up. At date of recording, by the time these drop, they've already happened. But I went in, and everyone who RSVP'd yes or no is in the thing.
And we did that just for you, Greg Pert, so you can quit your whining about the fact that you never win anything.
But there are 39 who have not responded, so sucks to be you guys. So
I'm not even sure if I responded, to be honest.
Did.
Okay,
You're
great.
not in here, but you did.
Yeah, okay.
I responded. I'm not in there.
Okay.
None of the staff are in there.
Yeah, staff are ineligible.
Yeah,
staff?
they already got their free ice cream. All right, you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
The winner of the Mad Mike's free scoop of ice cream
is,
and the leader roulette shout out is
Adamo. Adam.
I would say Adamo, but I'm white.
You are white. So
I'm
white.
not from Corpus Christi.
So Adam Harvell leads 7th and 8th grade boys 11 o'clock.
Yeah, he does.
He's also our facilities manager.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know his
Adam,
real title.
Over under 2026.
The
Bay
sticker,
decals.
Yeah, is the sticker going to be
in
on
your
there?
bay, by the way?
No, not if it's 802.
Oh, I thought that's where they were.
Yeah, you're counting them backwards.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Nice try though.
Whatever.
I got the bays memorized. I just don't know who's in them.
So do you have a shout out for Adam?
Yeah, I mean, listen, nothing happens around this place without Adam. Like, speaking as
That's
a
true.
staff member.
Oh, yeah.
Like, those bay doors would have just been ripped off and thrown out in the creek. Like,
which is what he wanted to do with them.
Fair point. But right now, or I don't know if you've noticed, but the indoor basketball court is closed right now because we had a leak and it messed up the floor.
So hurry up, Adam.
Adam's managing all those details. I wouldn't be able to do all that. And even if I could, I don't know anything about basketball.
And if you walk in here on a Sunday and you see him, he looks like he's Secret Service because he has a little earpiece thing in, which means he's security, safety, whatever thing he is, and Connect group leading.
Yeah.
And
simultaneously.
Yeah.
So he's like working and serving
all
at the same time. Yeah.
It's impressive.
It is impressive.
And
2 great tastes that taste great together.
And he goes to summer camp typically.
Always.
Which you don't understand how valuable it is to find a dude who can take time off work to end up at summer camp. And so guys like Adam, David Gross, like John Ebert, like a lot of these guys.
Invaluable.
Yeah. But Adam, we love you, appreciate you.
Thank you for everything
Thanks
you
for
do,
all
Adam.
you do, bro.
Yeah.
And have a scoop of ice cream on us.
Free ice cream.
If you want a second one, you might have to...
a scoop of ice cream on Mad Mike's because they actually gave it to us.
Or the other guy, Phil, or something.
Phil, Psycho Phil.
Yep.
All
right, so last week we talked about what it looks like to win on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
So now let's string some of those wins together.
Okay.
So let's talk about student experience first, then we'll talk about Connect Group Leaders second.
Great.
So student experience, last week, your suggestion was maybe try and have 3 non-work conversations with students.
Yeah. Take a task conversation beyond a task conversation. And if you're doing that on the regular, by the time you get to the end of the month, you're probably stringing together a few names so that when kids walk in, you're greeting them by name. When they're up there getting their donuts, you're like, You can say, hey, Nick.
Joey.
Hey,
Darren.
Nick, don't take so many. Instead of, hey, fatty, don't take so many. Like you can.
I hate when people say that to me.
You know, we should be able to call out by name. And that there are multiple things that does. It helps kids feel known. If you're on the safety team and you see a kid who's doing a thing that might be dangerous to them, you're going to get their attention quicker by calling out their name than, hey, you in the striped shirt. You know, like, so stringing together names actually is pretty vital to the student experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be doing that. And the more, kind of organic conversations you're having, the easier it is to start to get to know names, to associate those names with a feature of the kid or a story that they told or whatever, so that you can remember them month over month.
Yeah. And and that requires regularity on your part, because you're also banking on regularity on the student's part.
Yep.
And so let's just use the averages. If the average person attends church twice a month, and that means you serve twice a month, and they come to church twice a month, that means you're talking to them once in that month.
Yeah.
And so that just adds to the importance of you being there as regularly as you can in order to hopefully catch them as often as they're going to be here.
Which really are 0.7 times a month.
And so, I was being generous.
You were being so generous.
But there are kids who break that mold and break that norm, and so you're like, they're here every week. And you're like, those kids are here, and those kids are easier to get to know.
Yeah. And don't get lulled into being comfortable because you do know 10 kids' names.
Yeah.
Figure out the names of another 10.
Yeah.
Like, keep going.
Keep going. That's good.
Love it.
You're a Connect group leader, so you've talked less, you've facilitated more, you've leaned into relationships. You've done that consistently now week over week.
Yeah.
What does a monthly win for a Connect group leader then look like in the greater win category?
I think I know that this is hard for some to hear because I've seen your rosters, but I think that it means making sure that every kid has had some kind of connection with you every month. And that can be tough. Some kids make it easy because they show up. That counts, right?
Yeah, you did it.
The 12 kids that are in the room,
they were here.
Yes, done. But there are kids who don't show up the week that you're here, they're not here. And the week that you're not here, they are here.
And I get it. That's tough to do because some kids make it tough to do.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even know how, they don't have a phone. I don't know what to do, you know? So you of course can always pop in the leader room, write a postcard, leave it in the student's basket. We'll take care of postage and finding their address and all that stuff. But other kids just aren't responsive.
Yeah.
They're like, hey bro, missed you. Like, who's this?
Yeah. And the goal is not to get them to respond. The goal is just to be consistent in reaching out. At some point they're going to respond. And so,
even if they don't, what our goal is that maybe for them life is, mom and dad aren't that committed to church right now, and so thus neither is the kid. They don't drive themselves.
Yeah,
right?
Or maybe they go to a different church every other week because they live with one parent one week and another parent the next
But
week.
at some point when life gets difficult, we want them to know that there's
somebody
known and needed here at Cross Creek.
Somebody's pulling for them here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, a monthly win for Connect Group leaders and especially Connect Group assistants who can really help with this is making sure that every kid on the roster has some point of contact with you every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those people who's flying solo as a Connect Group leader,
Godspeed.
Or start thinking about an assistant.
Yes, please. We'll enlist them. If
and
you just
introduce
give us their
them
name,
to us.
Yeah. If you just give us their name, we'll go after them for sure.
Who do you want to work with?
Yeah.
And then tell us.
Yeah.
And we'll try to make it
You
happen.
can't have Nick or Kaylee. So
they wouldn't want me. They would want Kaylee.
Yes, everybody wants Kaylee.
Story time?
That's story time.
All right. So it's the week of spring break hangs. And, we were hanging out, as you do.
Yeah.
And we were playing a game called Hot Seat, which is an incriminating game if you don't know people, because the goal of it is like let's say you're in the hot seat, then everyone they ask a question about you, and then everyone answers as if they're you. So it's like how well do you know the person?
Yeah.
And you kind of poke fun and whatever.
Yeah.
But we're doing it, we're like, we don't really know each other very well. This is boring.
This is embarrassing.
And, our youth group has some work to do. So one of the questions was, And we're blurring names and beeping names.
Okay.
But one of the questions was, what would you do for $100 that most people in this room wouldn't do for $1,000? And one of the students said, marry Ben.
Please tell me. I when this is over, I have to know who that was. Oh my god.
Ben's like, hey, he comes and finds me. He's like, I'm taking a break from over there for just a minute. I was like, don't blame you.
That is so funny.
Should we crash land this thing?
I love it. Love you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.